All right, so lastly, we have exit ticket form C. And just like B, I'm going to be going through this quickly because this is now my third exit ticket I'm doing. And if you want a more in-depth explanation, you can go ahead and look at form A. So starting things off, arc AB is going to be the same thing as my central angle. My central angle is 50 degrees, so that means arc AB will also be 50 degrees. Then I'm going to convert that to radians and leave that in terms of pi. So that means I will have 50 times pi over 180. The zeros are going to cancel out. And so I'll just be left with 5 pi over 18. So I'm going to write that here. 5 pi over 18. Then I'm going to have arc ACB, and that means I'm just going to go ahead and subtract 50 degrees from 360 because that's just everything that's not arc AB, which will leave us with 310 degrees. And then lastly, in terms of angles and arc measures, we're going to talk about angle ACB, which is our inscribed angle here, which is half of our intercepted arc. And our intercepted arc is 50 degrees, so half of 50 degrees is going to be 25 degrees. So 25 degrees. And now we're going to do length of AB, and then just like in the previous one, we're going to do this in terms of radians. So that means we're going to have r theta, and r theta, r is 2, and theta is 5 pi over 18. And so I can simplify that down because 2 and 18, if I divide both of them by 2, that would be 5 pi over 9. So that will be my length of my arc, 5 pi over 9. And then lastly, area of sector APB. Doing the same thing here, we're going to use the formula r squared theta over 2. And so when I do that, r squared is going to be 4 times theta, which we said was 5 pi over 18 divided by 2, which is the same thing as multiplying by 1/2. 4 divided by 2 is going to give me just 2, and then 2 over 18 is going to give me 5 pi over 9. So 5 pi over 9 is also going to be my area of my sector. So, oops, 5 pi over 9 is both my length of arc AB and the area of the sector APB. No, that will not always be the case. It just conveniently happened to be that way for this question. And then lastly, for this part, we're going to go ahead and write the circle equation. Our point in the center is 2 comma negative 1, and my radius is 2. So plugging that into our circle equation, that's just going to be x minus 2 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 4, because 4 is r squared, r is 2. And again, lastly, we're going to end things off here with completing the square to get my circle equation. So I'm going to organize things here as x squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 10y equals negative 9. And then I'll have x minus 3 squared minus 9 plus y plus 5 squared minus 25 equals negative 9. And when I go ahead and I add my 9 and 25 to both sides, I'll get my final circle equation of x minus 3 squared plus y plus 5 squared is equal to 25. And that will be our answer for form C.